So, good afternoon, class. May I ask everyone to please stand, and we'll have our prayer first before we proceed to our topic of the discussion. Amen. The Holy Spirit. Amen. So, good afternoon again, class. So, before you take your seat, please arrange your chairs properly and please occupy the vacant seats in front so that everyone can understand or everyone can hear me. Okay, but before that, we will have our classroom rules first. So, classroom rules. First, be polite, kind, and courteous to others. Second is raise your hand if you want to answer or you have your questions or clarifications. Next is don't use your cell phones during our class and obey the rules. Okay. Who among you here can still reckon what is our topic last meeting all about? Yes, Bichi. Okay, it's all about negation. So what is negation, Miss Galio? Okay, very good. So Miss Chinal, may I ask what is its symbol? Very good. Now, I want you to have a I want you to group yourself into 5 groups with 5 members. Please count 1 up to 5. Are you done? Okay. Now go through your respective groups and listen to the instructions. So I have here a set of scrambled letters. All you have to do is arrange it to find out what is the hidden word in every set of letters. Now, the group who finish first will be exempted for the oral recitations during the discussion. Okay, here is group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4, and group 5. Okay, I will give you 3 minutes to arrange the letters. Are you done? Okay, since I think you're all done, how was the activity? Is it difficult to find out or is it easy? Okay, it's difficult to find out, huh? Now, I want you to look or observe this statement. This might give you some clues to our topic. the cat is on the mat, and Ginger is a cat. Now may I ask Miss Dakula to please stand? So if me myself will ask the cat is on the mat, would you believe me or not? Okay, do you believe me? Okay, thank you for that, Miss Dakula. And the Ginger is a cat. May I ask Miss Yangha to please stand up, and I have a questions for you. So if me myself will say Ginger is a cat, would you believe me or not? No. Okay, no. So since you don't believe me, good job, Miss Yangha. And this is an example related to my topic, okay? So I have here another example. See, I am using a word. Now I will be using numbers. So here, this is the other example. Another example. Okay, 3 times 3 minus 3 divided by 3 is equal to question mark. A is 8, B is 2. So we all know that both of the choices might be the correct answer, right? So now all we have to do is to have proofs to justify that this, or I mean proof that justify which answer is correct and which answer is not correct. So before we proceed to our main topic, let me present to you our objectives first. Okay, the objectives first. So our objectives. Okay, wait for a while. Sorry. Our objectives. Okay. We will have our objective first before we will proceed to our main topic. So, objectives. So, please read everyone. Objectives. Objectives at the end of the lesson, students should be able to A. Define what is logic. B. Identify what is law of excluded middle. C. Identify what is propositional logic. D. Identify what is negation and identify how law of excluded middle help us in decision making. Now, before we proceed to this topic, may I ask Miss Bigno to please stand? Please stand, Miss Bigno. Okay. So, in your own opinion, what is logic? What is logic, Miss Bigno? Okay, very good. Logic. Okay. Logic. Logic is a term for formal systems of reasoning that provide symbols, conventions, principles, and techniques to prove or disprove statements. So, you might be wondering why logic is involved in this lesson, right? In this lesson. So, but before that, I'm just including this because our topic is under this logic. So can guess what will be our topic for today? Yes, Miss Galio? Okay, very good. Our topic for today is all about implication, law of excluded middle. So what is law of excluded middle? Okay. Law of excluded law of excluded middle. So this is the definition of law of excluded middle. Law of excluded middle in logic, so that's why logic's involved here. In logic, the law of excluded middle or the principles of excluded middle states that for every proposition, either this proposition or its negation is true. It is one of the three laws of thought, along the law of non-contradictions and the law of identity. So, this law of excluded middle is part or under by the law of thoughts. So, the law of thoughts has three laws. Okay, the first one is the law of identity, the second one is the law of excluded middle, and the third one is the law of non-contradiction. So, since this law of excluded middle is given to me as my topic, so I will discuss to you the law of excluded middle. So, it is stated here that the law of excluded middle or the principle of excluded middle states that for every proposition, either this proposition or its negation is true. So, you might be wondering what is, or you might be asking what is proposition. Okay, proposition, I have here. So sticky. I have here a proposition, this is for our okay. 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 A proposition is a particular kind of sentence that can be either true or false. So, it is, for example, premise 1, if it's raining, then it's not raining. And the premise 2 is if it's sunny, then it's not raining. So premise 2 is it's sunny. So conclusion, we can conclude that it's not raining because it's sunny, right? So this is example of a proposition. So or in other words, a proposition is a statement that either can be true or false. So you need to have evidences or proofs to conclude a particular statement if it is true or false. So in Latin, the law of excluded middle is called no third possibility is given, which means there is no third possibility. There is no answer like a third possibility. So logic rule 10, for every statement P or not P is a valid step in a proof. So here we will be having we need proofs. We need proofs to justify our statement, because as it is stated in the law of excluded middle that we need to have a proof to justify our statement if it is true or if it is false. So I have here. So next, the propositional logic. So this proposition or the propositional logic. So propositional logic is a branch of mathematics that formalizes logic. It is based on a simple sentences known as proposition that can be either true or false. As I said a while ago, that proposition is a statement that can be either true or false. Okay. Now, if this is okay. Now, we will now for your better understanding, we will discuss further regarding this one. Okay, let me get this one. Let me put it here. Okay. Okay. So now, you might be wondering why I give you this kind of example. This one. 3 times 3 minus 3 divided by 3 is equal to question mark. So it is either this A is the correct answer or this B is the correct answer. The opposite of A. So the opposite of the A is B, because since we don't have any other choices, we only have 2 choices. So it is stated here that for every statement P or not P is a valid step in a proof. So we need proof. Okay? Proof. So now we need proofs. Okay? 2 proofs. In this law of excluded middle, we need 2 proofs, which means we need, if it is true, then we need proofs. Why is it true? If it is false, then we need proofs why it is false. So in every statement, if whether it is true or false, we need proofs. Okay, in this kind of example, I have here a solution. So I have here a solution. So if we will this one, if we will solve this one by one, 3 times 3 minus 3 divided 3 is equal to 2. The answer is 2. Why? Okay, one by one. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 minus 3 is 6. 6 divided 3 is 2. So that's why we have the answer 2. So next one, if we will apply the MDAS rule, 3 times 3 minus 3 divided 3 is equal to 8. Right? Okay. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. MDAS rule. M stands for multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Okay. 3 times 3. So first is the multiplication. So we need this one. So 3 times 3 is the first one. The first one. Next is we have 9. So MDAS division. 3 divided by 3, so this is the second step. 3 divided by 3. 3 divided by 3 is equal to 1. So, next, so it will resolve that 9 minus 1 is equal to 8. Because 3 times 3, 9. Minus 3 divided by 3, 1. So 8. So our answer is 8. So this is our answer. Now, we will, excuse me. Now, we will be concluding of what will be our answer, or which will be the one is true and which will be the one is false. So, now we have a proofs. So we have 2 proofs. This one is the first proofs. Second one is the second proofs. So, as we all know, if in this kind of situation or equation, we must use the MDAS rule. since MDAS rule is the correct answer, so this one is true. I mean, false. I mean, this one is the true. 3 times 3 minus 3 divided 3 is equal to 8. So, this is the true one and this is the false one. So, if let's just say this one is equal to A, then the situation is true. The negation of the equation is false. Did you get me? Like, let's just say let's have another example. Okay, this one na lang, this one. The cat is on the mat. Okay. A while ago, I asked the Kula to answer my question. If me myself will ask her, the cat is on the mat, or will told her that the cat is on the mat, would she believe me or not? Would she believe me or not? So her answer is yes. Okay. Now we need proofs to justify Miss Dakula's statement. I mean answer. So her answer is yes. So the negation of yes or the opposite of yes is no. So either it is yes or no is the correct answer, or true. Okay? Now I'll give you the proofs. Okay. First one. If Dakula says yes. Now if I will be asking her, did she saw the cat? Her answer will be no. Okay. Her answer will be no. Now, so like this premise, like sorry, let's discuss na. Yes or no. So since she didn't saw the cat, so the answer is no. She won't believe me, probably. Yes. The cat is on the mat, so I am asking her, would you believe me if I tell you the cat is on the mat? So since she says yes, so she might be wrong because she never see the cat, or she didn't see the cat. So the answer is no. The negation of yes is no. So it is no. And okay, again, this one is Tiangha. I've asked Tiangha this one. Ginger is a cat. So Miss Tiangha or Tiangha answered me no. So the negation of no is yes. Okay. Her answer is no. So why no? Ginger is a cat. Ginger might be a name of a person. A name of a person. And might be not a cat. Not a cat. Then now, which one is true? This one or this one? The negation. Okay. So we can conclude that no is the correct or the true one, and its negation is a false. Why? Because as I said a while ago, that Ginger might be not a cat. Name might be a name of a person. because ginger is actually a name, unless if um there is a, what do you call that one, a pet owner name his or her cat a ginger. So we can conclude that this yes is true and this no is false. Did you get me? Are you sure? Did you get me? Okay. Since you get me, do you have any questions? Should I explain further? Um, let's have another example. Okay. What should I write? Okay, here. Here. So 3 times 3 is equal to 6. And its negation, let's just say the negation of 6 of this one. So let's say A is 6, B is 9. So negation of the 6. So the negation of the 6 might be this one, the B. Right. So we need proofs, okay, to testify. Okay. 3 times 3 is equal to 9. So we have this one, 9. So the negation is true and not this 6. So this 6 is false and its negation, the 9, is true. Did you get me? Okay, very good. Since you've got me, then okay, I have here I want you to group yourself into 2. Count 1 after 2. Okay. Now go to your respective groups. They group 1 will be here and group 2 will be here. Okay. So it is a kind of a situational problems. Okay. So let me remove this one. And this one too. So this will be the group 2. I will get the cover of the double sided tape. Group 2, and this will be the group. This will be the group 1 activity. So I want you to find or to state if it is true or false using the 2 proofs. You need to provide me 2 proofs so that we can conclude that your answers are correct. Let's just say if this one is true, then you need to prove me why is it true, and you need to prove me in why is it false. This one is like same as here. You need to, if this one is true, then you need to prove me that why is it true, and you need to prove me why is it false. So you must give me a solution or proofs or evidences that justify or testify your answers. Okay, I will give you 5 minutes. Okay, job well done, students. Good job. You made it so easily. Okay, now, since, do you have any questions or further questions or clarifications or any violations? So, none? Okay, let's proceed to our evaluation, which is, I want you to get 1/4 sheet of paper. Answer this one. So, I'll remove this one. I will remove this one. This is to make or to test you that you are listening to my discussion. Okay. This the objectives. Okay. 1/4 sheet of paper. So, directions. Identify the following questions. Write your answer in a 1/4 sheet of paper. So, of course, I have here a, what do you call this one? Or in promo, joke lang. It's for your own good naman. So this one is the questions. Okay. So now, it is our read the questions. You don't need to write the questions. Answer it immediately na lang. Okay. So number 3. You'll be exempted for the oral station next meeting if you got the answer correctly. What do you mean by tertium non-datur? Okay? Tertium non-datur. So, remember that. You'll be exempted for the oral recitation next meeting if you got the answer correctly. What do you mean by tertium non-datur? So, it's so very easy. So, answer it within 5 minutes. Okay, are you done? Seems like you're done, huh? Okay. Let's answer. Number 1. It is a branch of mathematics that formalizes logic. The answer is it's propositional logic. Now, number 2. It is what we call the opposite of the given statement. So the answer is negation. It is the topic of Evangelista or our past topic. It is negation. So number 3. Are you excited? Okay, number 3 is, so what is the answer number 3? Very good. Is no third possibility is got the correct answer. Very good. Next is number 4. It is a particular kind of sentence that can be either true or false. It is been discussed earlier. So this one is very good. Proposition. And the last one is, it is a term for formal systems of reasoning that provide symbols, conventions, principle, and techniques to prove or disprove statements. The answer is very good. It's logic. Okay. Now, who got a perfect score? Very good, tutor. Miserabolios. Very good. Okay. Now, do you have any questions regarding our topics? Clarifications. Have you don't have? You don't have? You don't have? Okay. Now, I want you to take note. Take note for your assignment. Are you ready? Okay. Please, take down. Now, I have your assignment is reckon a situation in your life that you really can't forget, like something that you did think thoroughly, such as comparing things, opinions in order for you to make a right decision. Write it on a one whole sheet of paper. Again, reckon a situation in your life that you really can't forget, like something that you did think thoroughly, such as comparing things or opinions in order for you to make a right decision. Write it on a one whole sheet of paper. So, that's all for this afternoon. Goodbye, class. See you next meeting.